Yo, 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 guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Marijuana SA Weekly, episode 108. It's gonna be great.
It's ticking along slowly now since we broke 100.
Yeah, you could tell it's like we're getting a bit tired these days. We had the live stream yesterday. Monday was, I think Jenna released a video. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of content lately, but still, nonetheless, we love bringing it to you every week, and we're going to keep bringing it every single week. Yesterday's live was so well received. I mean, yeah, like the high is still there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed last night. I've also really been enjoying the feedback we're getting from our live streams. We've got a stacked lineup of live streams coming up over the next 6 weeks, and we're busy booking people still, so yeah, really exciting.
Budget LED grow lights.
Sounds exciting.
Episode 108. Okay, so guys, we basically we wanted to do a bit of a update on just like, obviously indoor season coming, LED grow lights are on the up, and we kind of lately have been just pushing like big units, expensive, 10 grand and up, big, 500 watt draw LEDs and stuff like that. But that's not all there is available. And I used to do quite a few videos when I had my full indoor system going on, like how to DIY LED chips, but like YouTube didn't like those at all. I did like one like mega video. It took me probably, I don't know, like 10 days to like curate this whole thing, and many trips to the DIY store, and like I learned how to solder and stuff. But yeah, it was a bit dangerous.
A lot of learnings for that. Yeah, that YouTube thought that video was a bomb. But
yeah.
just because Andy didn't, just because YouTube didn't like Andy's light doesn't mean it's not a good option for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean the chips are really exciting. We've got in some, it's been a popular product at our grow shop, which has been really cool, and through that we've had a lot of feedback on them. They're stable, they're easy to use, and with like a tiny bit of DIY abilities,
Jason just pulled it up now.
Quite epic. So yeah, this is our Take a Lot shop.
It's actually just search normal Take a Lot, but we're on the top here. Basically, yeah, this is one of the chips. There's also this one, that's not ours. And obviously the optic lens goes with this chip. Yeah, these ones are nice because you don't need a solder, which is actually really, 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 really handy. These ones you do have to solder, so if, be prepared. You have to like affix something to those.
And these have drivers built into the chip, so it's
yeah. Like these are your little drivers right here. I mean, it's so easy to to use. There's no like external drivers or anything like that. It's all plug and play. You don't
just need that, right? You need more.
You need a big old heat sink. So yeah, I gathered a few. Just hang on one sec. I'm just gonna stop my share and share just my browser, because I think you guys are getting all my notifications. And can you see this email notification?
No, I saw cryptocurrency blockchain.
Okay, cool. There's like, sorry guys, we actually are at work at the moment, so it's like you still getting crypto blockchain in the background popping up.
I am indeed.
Okay.
Notifications through your browser.
All right. Anyway, guys, enjoy. Okay, so anyway, I did some Google searches just for like DIY LED grow lights. Let me just find one. Yeah, basically, I mean, this is kind of a concept. I mean, this is what I tried to do with much less dignity.
Still looks this looks very cool. Yours look cool as well. There is a video on YouTube for those who are interested in Andy's fabled light.
Not the one that got removed. That one I'll have to like pull up from the archives and maybe
No,
like
but there is one there of you making a light.
Oh,
100 watt
the
light.
first one, yeah. We want the rendition, like the second part to that, like the enhanced one. Like, oh, that was a machine. Oh, but it did zap me once. I must be honest. I left it outside in the rain. Because it's like it had no use to me afterwards. So I used it as a light above the bright place. Anyway.
Luckily, this isn't a caring for LED grow lights episode.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, yeah, the thing with these chips, I mean, like, guys, there's also millions of other ways to do LEDs custom, but this is basically, if you want to go the DIY route, I haven't seen much other options. You can buy these things from China, maybe like board, I mean, a quantum board, sort of like our QTM 150s, you can buy those boards on Alibaba for relatively cheap, or AliExpress.
And you'd attach it onto a heatsink.
Yeah, like it doesn't need a big heatsink, like just a piece of aluminium with some like air ducts, and I mean that would probably be, I don't know, I'm sure like a couple of $100, maybe like 300-400 rand.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the chip that we were looking at moments ago, our chip, and then you look at sort of some of the prices of like old PC heatsinks, or PC heatsinks with fans built on, you can get yourself a solid 50-watt actual draw light for about $400, you know.
Is it like that? Heatsink?
Yeah, heatsink.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably like, I don't know what size this is, but like that kind of could work.
Looks a bit clean. I'd rather go for something with an active fan cooling, because just that.
I really like this one, but it's like, look at the price of it. It's like $500. What a rip!
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, it looks amazing.
It does look really, really good.
And then you'd need a DC adapter for that. I suppose you're gonna need that for any driver you do this way.
I wonder if you could do like AC. Do you get like AC heat sinks? There's a couple on here that we've found. You can just be creative you might have to search.
Cooler Master Cooler Master cooler.
Yeah, it's a CPU heatsink.
Something like that down a little. You could go funky there, like the Raid Max, the Deep Cool.
Yeah. This one's pretty good price,
$265.
Yeah.
See, this something one. Along those lines. It looks boss. You can make your grow light look sick, you know.
Yeah, it's got like LEDs and extra LEDs.
Just for the gears.
Yeah.
like a sound sensor. But I mean, there we go. Off Take a Lot. You get the chips from your friendly neighborhood MSA store, and then you've got yourself
drill it all in.
Grow light. Drill it all in.
You probably
it.
What do you get, like an AC to DC thing converter. As well, just a converter. So those chips that we run, they full AC, so you just plug it into like the wall. But you'll just need to get like you can kind of use like something like this actually.
Yeah, you've probably got one of those lying around anyway.
Yeah, cut the end off. It's got two wires, a positive and a negative. All this thing does is it steps it down from to AC to DC. Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
DC.
Oh yeah, not 220 volt, whatever comes on the wall. It's like 12 volt basically, direct current.
And that's for your fan, and then your chips take the straight current from the wall. 2 plug points. That's the only lame part. But besides that, you've got yourself a cheap.
No, you can actually merge them before the. So you have like the main feed, and then it splits. So and then like this one split has your DC downer, like adjuster, and then the other one doesn't have, so it skips past the adjuster. It's possible. So I had one plug, but it was like, it was badly spliced and shit like that. But
it also was a shocker, so
it worked. Yeah, I mean,
it did work. I think we've got it in the office still. Actually, I must like MacGyver it out and put it on Instagram for the grow with it.
do a grow with the DIYer. So it looks like, okay, so this guy's got like a I don't want to go into like websites and stuff. This is one of those like CBX or the Cree, like the Citizen or the Cree chips.
That
looks
like a Cree chip with a super nice driver. That's a solid piece of machinery.
So now these chips can be, these aren't going to be the same price. They're going to be like significantly more expensive. That's, I mean, that could be like a 200 watt chip. I mean, you get chips that size that are like 300 watts, and I think I've seen on YouTube. But then you need this megalithic heat sink. Some people even get water cooled heat sinks. Look at the size of this driver as well. You can tell that's not more than this is probably over 100 watt. Come on, maybe let's go have a look at it. Let's have a little peruse. It's a Cree
300 watt.
Where?
So I found people say 10 times 10. Go scroll up to the top.
300. Started with his Mars 300. I don't know, but it's a Cree, so it's probably. I mean, dude, if he's running this driver, it's over 100. Anyway, so you get something like that. You bang it on a water cool. I mean, essentially, like. A lot of grow lights are, I mean, you might see, like, I think I did open it up. I mean, this is a very familiar sort of looking grow light. Sorry, it's just blurry on my side as well.
Yeah, that's similar to like the Delta Grow or our E500.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a heatsink. This is obviously one driver, can power multiple LEDs. We actually did, we've got some mounts and Cree chips on the way. Which we'll be stocking soon. So it's just if you want to just buy the Cree chip, we're gonna be bringing those, because I mean, like, these take lot ones are nice and all, but
Cree's just the dang though. So
this is like, Cree's like the Samsung, whereas these are like not like, I mean, I don't know, like an average phone brand. Like the Pikas, I don't know. Huawei's good as well. I don't know. All the phones these days are good. Anywho, so we've got some of those coming, but yeah, it's not hard to make up. I mean, this actually brand is really cool. They sell a lot. It's obviously a Chinese brand, but they sell these heat sinks and fans and everything, like, combined. To be able to do the DIYs.
I've seen some crazy builds so far from our clients. There were some funny ones as well. Someone used like a grater as a heatsink, and then also
the cheese grater.
Yeah, the cheese grater sink, and then there was also this one that was like, I think the client had 600 watts worth, huge grow light, and it was this massive 600 watt panel. The client said it cost him about 4,000 something to create in total, and I was looking at some 600 watt lights, LED lights yesterday, and those are going for well over 14. So he came in less than half. But he did have some heavy MacGyver skills, so obviously he knew where to get you cheap and whatnot.
And
so forth.
I've never seen a DIY light with a 100,000 hour like guarantee or anything like that. Here's one from a client.
I did say we'd give him a shout out. This is Dusty Grows light. So this is awesome. This is using that same deep cool we looked at, or similar.
Yeah. So it's just stuck on there. I think there's like there's not a solid metal thingy on here. I think something with a flat metal to metal might be like to pull that thing away, but I guess the chip is already on a metal board, and then this is sort of thing. But I mean, this has been, I think I remember seeing the first iteration of this 7 or 8 months ago by now.
Done well. It's still going strong.
It's still ticking.
He's doing his solo cup challenge with this.
They're 50 watts. They draw. There you can actually see like 1, 2, all the little LEDs under there, all like glued onto one PCB, sort of MacGyver. But yeah, I mean, like, it's such a cool thing to do. I've done I've done a MacGyvered grow You've done I've seen some of your, like, back in the day, you had some DIY LEDs going, and I mean, everyone's, I think, had some DIY LEDs, like when you start
I'm
off.
keen to get some more DIY going as well, especially when those Crees land. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's such a powerful thing to actually. I mean, at the end of the day, what you can kind of get by with putting it together yourself. That's what we're trying to say. Like, don't always fall for the brand's marketing tactics.
I mean, not everyone has loads of budget, so if you're wanting to get in and you're not sure how, don't let the huge price tags of some items discourage
scare you away from growing. You don't need
power.
it.
You need powerful lights, but you could go for, don't go for some El Cheapo, but maybe do the research, watch 10 hours of videos online, and then have the knowledge to MacGyver something yourself and build something quality that then will last.
Because you get these pros that shit on blurples, and they always go on about, like, cheap Chinese grow lights and stuff. But, like, dude, people grow under cheap Chinese grow lights. Period. It's just
good
I only have grown under cheap Chinese grow lights, and they're fucking great. They're cheap. They grow stuff, and they work. Sure, they're not, I'm not competing level and, like, professional grower by any measure of events, but they work. I mean, it's simple as that. It was cheap to get into.
And you can build on it over time, as you say, funds over time, build up to better stuff, but you can start off at a good base with some solid DIY. Think DIY cupboard grow with DIY grow light, and you're on the way. Exactly.
I mean, I think how many, like, lights you've gone through, Dean. I mean, just this one. I remember seeing your grow 2 years ago, compared to what it looks like now, and it's just like the evolution has just happened, and, like, that's sort of what's going to happen. Like, you start somewhere, and then it just evolves and evolves. And
my last grow I did just quantum boards. And now this grow I've been able to upgrade, and I'm doing some cobs and some quantum boards, and then hopefully next grow I'll do solely cob or something like that,
Yeah.
But it's a constant upgrade over time, and that's how my whole growing career's been, starting off growing in, like, tiny Wendy houses with not an inline fan in sight to the equipment that I have today. Takes time.
It's expensive, yeah.
But you got to get the experience in along the way, So don't, just because you maybe low on budget and you think you can't get into it, there are ways to get into it cheaper. You just have to do the research.
Yeah, and, like, anyone who says you can't grow weed under one of those things is lying, because you can. Sure, you're not, like, you're not going to be a medical grower or anything like that, or get the best yields, and you'll get less grammage per watt or whatever, but you're growing weed. At the end of the day, it's legal. It's you're doing what you want to be doing. You're starting somewhere, you're learning, and also you're not learning at, like, you spend 10-20k on this light, and now you got to learn. you don't want to do that.
That's the downside sometimes. You go through your learning curve after such a heavy investment, so sometimes it's better to just invest maybe into a grow space if you can. And I always say invest in the light where possible, but there are alternatives to just purchasing a top of the range grow light, and
True.
You will still get results. You're not going to get AAA grade your first grow anyway. Take you like 5. So don't be discouraged. DIY.
Amen. All right, guys, that's pretty much a wrap for this week's episode. Make sure to subscribe to our email chain. That's where we give most of our updates and news every week, and we've got the Telegram updates, we've got Instagram, we've got a backup YouTube that needs some love, a backup Instagram that needs some love, and we've got our Take A Lot link to our Grow store available also below this video, and some, like, Amazon affiliate links if you're in the States.
We've been listing some of the gear we use and some cool links on some of the videos, so if you are watching from the States, show those links some love as well.
All right, guys, till next week. Peace.